Pewabic is getting ready for its 28th annual House and Garden Show this weekend. It's where people can check out some of the beautiful new ceramic pieces Pewabic just introduced while enjoying some hors d'oeuvres, cocktails, and live music. We're so excited this morning. Executive Director Steve McBride, he's here this morning. He brought a lot of beautiful stuff. We're going to make some stuff. But first, tell me about this cool event.
That's right. So we're getting ready for the biggest weekend of the year for Pewabic. So we've been in Detroit since 1903, and this is our 28th annual House and Garden Show. So it kicks off Thursday night with an annual, we're a nonprofit, so it's our one big fundraiser of the year. So that one's ticketed. It features cocktails, hors d'oeuvres, live music from the Marcus Elliott Quartet. We also, a fun thing this year, we've got a live mural being painted in our courtyard. So Kelly Golden and Mike Burdick are doing a 20 by 30 foot mural right on one of the sides of the walls. So you'll see some of the new work that we put out this year, and also work by other 80 different ceramic artists from all across North America.
And we have some video of the mural that's being painted right there, just gorgeous.
Yep, and so you'll be able to see that, and then over the weekend, so then after Thursday night, then it's free and open to the public, Fridays through Sunday. Saturday and Sunday we kick off Eastern Markets hosting a beer garden in our courtyard, and so we'll have live music from Behind the Times on Saturday and the Whiskey Charmers on Sunday. We'll have demonstrations by our artists. We'll have live tours of our National Historic Landmark building. So it's a great time to come down and check out, really enjoy the art and see what's going on. And if you want to give it a chance, I'll show you how to make a tile.
Absolutely. So we're going to make a tile here. And for people who aren't familiar with Pewabic pottery, give me a little backstory on what this is.
Yeah, so this is, we're very traditional. We've been making pottery and tile here in Detroit since, for well over a century.
Gorgeous.
So these are some of our, little 3x3 classic
so
nature
cute.
tiles.
I have a bunch of these in my house.
And so it's a really, kind of a traditional technique. So we'll just take a slug of clay, put it in the mold, and we're just going to kind of smack it in there.
All right, stress relief too.
That's right, it's stress relief.
Really
it's always good for a day. And then we just kind of push it in a little bit to make sure it gets into the corners. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the cutting wire, cut it off.
How cool is this?
Cut it off.
And how do we get it out of there?
You'll see that in just a minute. So now we're just going to smooth it down a little bit. Got to do a couple of things. Got to put, you see where the top is, I'm going to put a little hanger in there.
And so that you can see.
Yep, so you can hang it on your wall. Just clean it up again a little bit. Put our little Detroit Pewabic stamp, because we're the original makers. We've been making pottery in here since 1903. You can see it all over the city. And now we're just going to set it up and let it kind of, the plaster will absorb the water from the clay will shrink a little bit, and then it'll pop right out. So if you want to give it a try, you can make
I would love to.
Our little
all right. While I'm doing this, would you tell me about some of the stuff that you did bring?
Yeah, so we're really celebrating summer this year. So that's right, just smack it right in there. So we're celebrating summer. So we've got a new Sleeping Bear Dunes tile, which is just gorgeous. One of our favorite spots. We really celebrate Michigan and Detroit.
How'd I do here? Is it
That's great. That's perfect. Yep. So
everyone's terrified
of me now. Smush it a little bit.
Smush it.
Okay. Now just take that wire and just put it right across the thing.
Like this?
Yep. And
you're saying don't cut yourself. Okay.
Yep. Now we're just going to smooth it down a little bit. So just take a little fettling knife and just kind of do a couple of swipes like that.
All right. And you were talking about that Sleeping Bear Dunes?
Yeah, so we got Sleeping Bear Dunes tile. We've got a new sunflower trivet, so we just kind of celebrate what makes summertime so special in Detroit and the region. And of course, you can celebrate the first pick in the draft with our Tiger's classic Old English D tile.
So I'm going to stick this in like this?
Yep, stick it right in like that.
Okay.
And pull it right out.
Perfect.
And now you can just slice off a little bit of the trim there. Clean it up just a little bit more. And then you can take our little stamp and you just put it that direction. Right,
all right.
Down in the corner.
Right here? Right here?
Yep, right there.
Oh, I love this. I might have put it in a little bit too far. Sorry
That's perfect. And so now, you can see this is one I just pressed a few minutes ago.
Okay.
You just pop it out. And there's a nice Michigan tile.
I have this one in my house too.
And you can kind of see kind of a finished version there.
It's just fantastic. How can we get tickets to the event on Thursday?
So you can go to our website, www.pewabic.org. You can get tickets right there. Tickets are still available, but they're going fast. Last couple of years we've sold out for the Thursday night event. And then, be sure and come down. You can check out, again, a lot of new work by Pewabic artisans that we make right there on site. We make the clay, we make the glazes using our clay mixer that dates back to the early 1900s.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. All right.